Morning, everyone, and Happy New Year. That's right. It's 2021, and it doesn't feel any different. Well, we have a lot going on here at Higher Ton, that I could tell you. What a great year we have planned for us. So first of all, Happy New Year to everybody. Want to let you all know 2021 is a big year for Higher Ton. We have lots of things going on, lots of changes, all growing the brand, all making the brand better. And we got some surprises. We got things happening. You know what I'm saying? So I just want you to know that this is the Home Improvement Radio Show that teaches you, the homeowner, how to fix, repair, or remodel everything within the four corners of your lot. I'm not a do-it-yourself show, but I'm not anti-do-it-yourself. I love do-it-yourself stuff. And, you know, listen, people always email me, oh, Adam, I need to do this. Can I do it myself? Listen, I'm the guy. If you want to know you can do it yourself, call me. I'm all about helping you, right? So that's the deal. That's the dealio. And, you know, I never stop working. I'm a hustler, right? I'm like 2020. You're going to stop me? No chance. I'm going to hustle. That's why 2020 was a good year for me. I survived. I thrived, and I helped a lot of people. And, you know, that's my goal. Literally, I just want to help people. And you get all the people out there that are a little crazy, you know, the haters, the keyboard gangsters, and I love it. The radio station doesn't allow me to engage the keyboard gangsters, so I can't, like, do that. So my goal and my goal for 2021 is to not fight with the people online. We should have a place where we can meet up and fight. Like Fight Club, but then the first rule is you can't talk about it, right? Did you see that meme that said 2020 or the first rule of 2021 is you can't talk about 2020? I love that. I thought it was kind of cool, but it is what it is. So yes, I want to stick to home improvement advice, but hey, I can't help myself. I'm a strange character. I'm definitely a strange bird. People know that. I mean, I like hip hop, right? I like old school rap. What kind of guy likes that? I'm 52. Yeah, I don't look 52. If you want to watch us on Facebook this morning, go right ahead. We're on Facebook Live. Got a lot of content to go over today. Let me go over what I want to talk to you guys about. We've got 7 winter home improvements you should do now, right? Because you got to do that. You've been stuck at home all year. We're going to be probably stuck a little bit longer, although January 5th is a big date. Everyone knows about January 5th. And if you don't, well, you'll learn. 248-539-9797 is our listener line. You can text in, actually, today if you have any home improvement questions, or if you're a contractor, city employee, police, fire, EMS, essential anything, text me, 248-539-9797. We'd love to give you a morning shout out. And, you know, look, we want to have some fun. So here's what I have lined up. I've got 7 winter home improvements. How to get rid of mold. I got home improvement projects to give you the most bang for your buck, which is a good one. Winter survival hacks to get you through the winter, right? Later on in the hour, we're going to have workshop supplies, home improvement hacks from you can get at a dollar store. And we'll have Sarah Sells calling in. She's my new real estate guru who will be calling in the 8 o'clock hour today. And she'll be helping me with some forecasts for 2021, home improvement stuff, real estate. If you're thinking of moving, but you don't know, or you get frustrated, you want to improve, or vice versa, we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about what are the trends. You know, I help people who call me and say, hey, Adam, I think I want to buy a new house, but I want to, can you look at a house with me? So I'll do that with a couple friends. And I go into the houses, you know, I look at it differently than someone else. But if they're like, yeah, I really like this house, I'll go over there. And I'm not a home inspector. Trust me, I want to leave that to the home inspectors. But I've been through enough houses to look. And in literally 30 minutes, I can tell you everything you need to know. That's with confidence. I hope you understand that. But my point being is, it's important to know what the trends are. And I'm going to tell you right now, first floor master suites are huge. I still have people say to me, "Oh, I got to put a tub in." No, you don't. You don't need a tub for anything. Tubs are out unless you like to have jacuzzis and unless you have a kid. Kids like that. But anyways, it's time for Salt Sale Saturday. I want to take a quick moment to tell you about Salt Sale Saturdays at Beauchamp Water Treatment Solutions in Brighton and now open in Waterford. And guess what? They're growing. Jared Beauchamp from Beauchamp Water Treatment had a great year, even though he had a pandemic. They're doing great. And if you want clean, bottle quality water in your house, you just go there. They'll give you everything you need to give your house the best water. And if you have well water, they're like the guys, right? So they have on Saturdays, which is today, you get DuraCube regular at an unbelievably low $5.99 for a 40-pound bag. You get DuraCube Red out for $6.99 a bag. Potassium chloride for $19.99 a bag. Plus 5 gallons of bottled water, $2.99 each. It's unbelievable. So go to Salt Sale Saturdays if you have water softener, or if you want clean water, like on reverse osmosis, they're your guys. All right, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, winter survival hacks to get you through the season. My name's Adam Helfman, 2021. Hire it done.
When it comes to buying a home, they say cash is king. But you're a queen, and that's just as powerful. You're armed with a verified approval from Rocket Mortgage. Sellers know your offer is good, so your bid has the strength to compete with cash offers. Now grab your crown and rule. That castle is yours. So when you need an edge in the bidding war, Rocket can.
The Beauchamp family's been in the water treatment business since 1976. Well, we moved on to well water, and my mom experienced well water for the first time, and her hair was discoloring, the toilets and fixtures were discoloring, and my dad went around and shopped many different type of water softeners and forced him to really learn about water and how to properly treat it. And before we knew it, our family entered into the water business because my dad was so fascinated with everything that went along with it. For us growing up, it was going to school, learning our schoolwork, and then going home and learning our water treatment home schoolwork.
Most of our problems that we run into are a lot of iron issues from well water, calcium buildup, odor in the water, smelly water. Arsenic's been a big thing for us. Most of our work has mainly been on well water, but we're definitely branching into city water because of that market there's a lot more people that are more knowledgeable. There's a lot more public knowledge to that. You hear it on the radio, you hear it in the newspaper. Obviously Flint struck, kind of brought that up, but it is an issue. It's an issue that is becoming more aware of, to the communities, and certainly there's treatment for that. Now with the city water and people with their health and stuff, they're trying to, get their water as clean as they can.
Welcome back. This is Higher Done. My name's Adam Helfman. This is 2021. Ah, what a great year. You got a question this morning? Text me, 248-539-9797. Google can't answer it. I can. I'll try. I've got courage. Courage is an interesting word. Courage always comes up in my vocabulary around January 1st because it takes a lot of courage to make moves and counter moves, right? That's how it rolls. So anyways, I'm excited for this year. Like literally, there's a lot of changes going on for Hire It Done. The website's going to be updated soon. We're working through some technical issues there, but that's always tough. But we got it close. We're real close. So I've got a lot going on. And all I want to do is help you make a hassle-free home improvement. Keep it simple, right? So with a bit of preparation ahead of crazy winter fury, and of course, we have snowstorms, and, although this year it's been a little less than we normally have. But when you're on the road or at home, you need to be survivable. You need to survive any of this stuff. So what do? Well, if you're going to drive in the winter, and by the way, everyone here in Michigan, because the show's out of Michigan, most people have SUVs. I don't think there's a lot of homeowners or people driving around today with rear-wheel drive cars. It's either front-wheel or all-wheel drive. But, Michigan's like the king of the SUV world. But, you got, traction control. You got a lot of things going for you on cars. And, when it's an issue, and you want to weigh your car down, you got to put something in the trunk, like adding water softener bags. Oh, there you go. Another reason to go to Beauchamp. Get some water softener bags, 40-pound bags, 80-pound bags. Put them in your trunk, right? It adds weight to the back of your car, which balances the balance. You know what I'm saying? Balances the balance. It balances out the weight distribution. That helps you with winter driving. But if it doesn't really, if you only have a front-wheel drive car, you don't need it in the rear, okay? But if you're in icy situations, emergency bag of salt. Remember, the salt for your water softener will also melt snow. Don't think it doesn't. Now, what about silicone spray? Did you ever go to Ace Hardware or a big box store and go and ask them about silicone spray and get that for what are you going to use it for? Well, how about on your wiper blades? Did anyone ever think of that? Putting silicone spray on your wiper blades will make them last a lot longer and much better. That's the thing. If you have a question, though, this morning, text me, 248-539-9797. You can also watch us on Facebook Live, and you can type in questions there. Good morning to Sean Prulu. How does one shop for a good company to install an indoor-outdoor sport court? That's a great question, Shane. Shane, I'm going to tell you. Here's how you do it. You first of all find the product you want. Okay. Sport courts obviously are fun little outdoor places for your kids to play. You can do tennis, basketball. There's a lot you can do. However, you got to go to the manufacturer and then ask them. You email them, say, "Hey, look, I have I have an interest in your product. Do you have any certified or trained installers for your product in this area?" And that's how you try and find it, to be honest. It's really that's the way to do it. And it's for team handball. That's kind of cool. Find out, so if you're going to use it for team handball, find out where there's a handball court and ask them who does the maintenance. That's another way to do it because, like Birmingham, there's the Birmingham Bloomfield Tennis Club or something like that. They have I know friends who play handball there. That's the only reason why I know. Birmingham Athletic Club. That's it. They have handball courts. I guarantee you they have a guy there who maintains them. He probably knows how to get it or do it or whatever. But that's something we don't have on Hire It Done. I wish I did, but I don't. 248-539-9797. Yeah, there's none in America. That really stinks, Shane. Maybe get a good kind of contractor then. I don't know. Send me my email, by the way, for everyone out there is adam@hireitdone.com. Email me if maybe I can help you. I'll do a little research and run around with it. Spray silicone lubricant on your wiper blades. We just talked about that. It actually eliminates the squeakiness, but it helps because it gets them from drying out. Now, snow blowing. How about this little hack? Spray Rain-X on your snow thrower chute. So you have a snowblower, on the chute, spray Rain-X on it. When snow comes around again, I like to give snow throwers a tune-up, and they always include spraying the inside of the chute with Rain-X. This is from the Family Handyman, by the way. Rain-X makes the chute slick, and snow slides out of the chute like it's supposed to. Ooh, instead of sticking. That's kind of cool. How about a slippery ladder? You never want to put a ladder, look at the new feet they put on ladders are like cleats. It's so they don't slide. But sometimes you got to be careful. So how about a scrap piece of carpet at the base of a ladder to wipe your shoes off before you climb? Makes sense. These are small little hacks that save your life. What about salt residue on shoes? Did you ever see that where it looks like the water has a little line around it? How do you get rid of that? Vinegar. That's right. Anyways, we're just, talking through the year like I want. So what kind of home improvements did you want to do this month or this year? That's the key. What is it? Well, update your laundry room. Did you ever go on Pinterest? Is anyone out there a Pinterest person? Or am I the only guy? Pinterest has great stuff. There's great recipes on Pinterest for you if you want to look in your pantry and I got all this extra food I don't know what to do with. Type in the food in Pinterest and all of a sudden and all this stuff comes up. The other thing on Pinterest is hot chicks. If you want to do workout pictures, workout stuff, it's amazing. But for home improvement is where I troll and lurk. There's some great home improvement laundry room hacks, laundry room designs, how to on your laundry room stuff. It's really good stuff. So updating your laundry room is a way easy project. And, you can update it based on your lifestyle. Do you have kids? You want to put lockers? Do you want to put for boots? There's so much you can do that you have to do it that way. Okay. Shelves, bins for laundry. You can add shelves. You can add bins. You need a place to fold clothes. There's a lot of things you can do to make your life easier. And by the way, people are amazed when they come up with these things that make life easier, and they just don't realize it. It's like taking the laundry room out of your basement, putting it in your garage, or your first floor. A first floor laundry room is like crazy. Or, years ago I used to say to people, oh my God, let's put a laundry room upstairs. And what we would do is we would take a little closet. We'd put a stackable washer and dryer in the closet. And we'd also put a floor drain. I'd put a floor drain in a stackable laundry in the closet upstairs. And we'd insulate the walls so that when it was in a dry mode or whatever, you wouldn't hear it go. Anyways, my point is the laundry room is a really, really good place to start for a home improvement job. All right, we're going to talk about 7 winter home improvements you can do now when we come back. My name's Adam Helfman. This is the Hire It Done Radio Network.
Your house brought you together. Like, really together. And although together is great, together with more space is better. With Rocket Mortgage, you get personalized loan options, closing costs, and tax estimates, all in real time. So when you need to know what it takes for a home to fit your budget and your family, Rocket can. Rocket.
Hey everyone, it's Adam Helfman from HireItDone.com. So you've got a roof leak, now what? Well, let me tell you what you need to do. First thing you have to have is an idea of how old your roof is. A lot of people have bought a house, the roof's been on there for years, you don't know. So the first thing is you need to identify how old your roof is. And that's going to play a part later on. So if you've had your roof done by a previous contractor that you know, reach out to him and ask him how to make a warranty claim or have them come out and inspect the roof and see if they can fix the leak right then and there. Now, a lot of people
don't know about warranties. There's two types of warranties. There's the manufacturer warranty and the contractor's warranty. The best warranty, obviously, is from the contractor because that's the person who installed it. If you ever read the fine print on a warranty from a roofing manufacturer, you're going to get lost in a lot of legal mumbo jumbo. In fact, there are contractors out there who will tell you that the roofing warranty is not worth the paper it's written on. So in my opinion and from my experience, it's better to go to the contractor who installed the roof and ask him about his warranty. There's where you're going to get the faster and quicker service. So what happens if your roof doesn't have coverage from the warranty? What do you do now? Well, that's where you call a roofing contractor who should be certified by the manufacturer, who can come out and assess the damage and also provide you with a solution. Not always are they going to say that you need a brand new roof. They may say it's flashing or they can replace a few shingles. So you've got to ask the roofer before he comes out, do you do roof repairs? That's an important question. So most homeowners, when they have a roof leak, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, oh boy, I think I have to replace my whole roof. And that's not a small investment. A roof is quite expensive. So if you do need a new roof, you need to make sure that you know that you really do. Are your shingles worn out? Are they curled? Are they old? Are there missing granules? Are there bald patches on your roof? Those are items that you need to look for to make sure that you really do need a new roof. Now, if you find a great roofer and he gets up there and shows you pictures and walks you through the process of a new roof, you'll know right away if you need a new roof. So if you find a leak in your house, guess what? It's pretty simple. You can leave a comment below or visit hireitdone.com. Click on Ask Adam. I'll personally answer your roofing question. And if you think you need a new roof and you want to find great contractors, hireitdone.com has the best roofers in the business. So remember, the best roof is the one that's installed properly.
What you don't know can hurt you. hireitdone.com.
Welcome back. This is Hire It Done. My name's Adam Helfman. 2021. Yeah. Yeah, boy. So, it's like a reset button. It's like a refresher. Batteries are charged, having some fun. So, what are some home improvements you can do this winter? Obviously, we talked about one before the break, which is update your laundry room. Making laundry fun. Yeah, you can do that. How about adding crown molding? You can change the look of a room by adding crown molding. And to be honest, it makes a difference. It literally makes a difference. Now, how hard is it to add crown molding? Well, the first thing you do is you're like, oh boy, I've got to make the corners work, right? Well, if you go out, there's another Pinterest thing, crown molding for Pinterest. It's a huge thing, right? But again, they make crown molding that looks really expensive, and it's made out of plastic. I actually used it once in a project, and after it was installed, I swear to you, I showed everybody. I'm like, look, what do you think of that crown molding? Like, oh my God, it's so rich. It's so expensive looking. It's so this, it's so that, right? So I'm like, okay. It's plastic. It was like nothing. It's made from China, and it basically looks amazing, but it was cheap. So look at crown molding. It's just having someone install it properly, right? It does add really cool appeal. It's not just pretty though. It covers dings, nicks, cracks, and whatnot, in the ceiling. It gives your home a custom look, And once you do it and you get used to it, it's easy to do. Now, can you buy the product and then get a contractor like a handyman? Yeah. You can use a handyman to install it. 248-539-9797. If you have a question Google can't answer, text it to me. If you want a shout out that you're a contractor, text me. I'll give you a shout out this morning. It's Shout Out Saturdays. So, adding crown molding is a great little winter home improvement you can do. What else? How about cabinet hardware? I was recently at Russell Hardware in Birmingham. My guy, Billy, and Brian from Russell Hardware, they took care of me. And by the way, you can change and alter the look of a kitchen. You can change and alter the look of a vanity, anything with new hardware. Cabinet hardware can change everything. Here's a simple upgrade you can practically do with little to no effort, and that's going to get new hardware. And if you go to like Russell Hardware in Birmingham, they're just a place that I know they have really good selection of hardware. You go there and you look and you're like, holy moly. You can almost get overwhelmed. There's so many choices. But if you're looking to redo a kitchen or a bath, whoa, kick butt, brother. So what else besides cabinet hardware? How about getting a new faucet? Is it a no-brainer? Remember, a faucet is the brains of your sink. Put a better one in, and your sink is suddenly smarter. Normally, plumbing projects are near the top of the list of, the top of the list for plumbing products of don't try this at home, right? You don't want to flood your house out. You got to call Shelby Mechanical. They're our guys. They'll come out and take care of you. By the way, not one complaint in 2020 about that. How great is that? Ron Alexander's a rock star. I'm happy. That's one of the things about hard. When we find good contractors, we try to keep them locked in because they're good. The quandary of that is they're busy. So people, they love to yell at me. Yeah, I went to hire it done, and the guys are too busy. They can't come out for weeks. Hey, man, quality wait. You have to be patient. But we're going to change that. That's what's part of the change in the hireitdone.com website. We're going to have a new contractor setup. It's going to be so good. All my contractors already know about it. They're like, yeah, that's the better way to go. And it's going to be easier for homeowners. You know why? America, like Google changed the home improvement business. We're going to talk about that later. However, just stay tuned with Hire It Done, man. We got some good stuff we're cooking. So changing your faucet is pretty simple. Turn off the water, shut off valves under the sink, follow the instructions that come with your faucet, right? Or just Hire It Done. So easy. So changing a faucet with a pull-out sprayer, whatever, is a really good upgrade. What else can you do this winter? How about a bathroom vanity? I have carpenters who built custom vanities. It's amazing. Now, they're not cheap, but if you want to do custom, you can do it. But what if you want to go to IKEA? Or you want to go on like overstock.com or one of those websites where you look great? The question is are the quality there? Can you make it look good? Here's my thing. When I was raised in the home improvement business, it was all about the quality of the wood, book match sides, 3/4 inch plywood, Blum hinges. There was no self-closing anything. So today, when they apply automotive manufacturing techniques and they have robots gluing cabinets together and the precision that they use now, you don't need cabinets built by Amish people unless you have an ego. Here's why I'm telling you this. From now on, it's up to you to buy a cabinet that has a really nice door or a really nice piece of hardware on it. And the reason why I say that, you want the look of it good. You don't care, and I don't care, and I'm going to tell you why I don't care. You don't care, and I don't care about the thickness of the shelves, the thickness of the wood sides or the backing or the floor of your vanity. Your plates, your napkins, your knives and forks and spoons, your towels, or anything you put in your vanities or your cabinets for your kitchen, you really don't have to worry. Because your plates, they don't care. They don't care how thick it is. Only you do. Now, when you install a cabinet on the wall properly, whether it's 3/4 inch sides or 1/8 inch, 1/16, whatever it is, it's not going to fall off the wall. You understand me? It's going to be there for 20 years, and you're not going to have a problem. Think about it, friends. Save the money. Put your ego, check it, and get it done right. That's why it says, you know, getting a new vanity, you can do it right. And that's the easy thing to do. How about kitchen storage? Does anyone have any hacks or things for kitchen? We're going to talk about 8 o'clock when Sarah Sells comes on. And we're going to talk about kitchen hacks and kitchen storage and dollar store hacks. What you can get at a dollar store. I'm kind of excited about that. So how do you max out your kitchen storage? That's one of the things you should do this year, right? Easy. There's things you can do. You can put a peg. You know, if you have an area in your kitchen, let's say where you want to hang keys, or you want to hang pots, you want to have a cutting board, utensils. There's a lot of ways you can do it. Pegboards. Again, you go on Pinterest, you can find a million things. But even drawer dividers are done properly. And here's one that I just recently did. It wasn't. This one was expensive, but you can do it inexpensively. You want to add the panache to your house? You want to make your house a little bougie? Besides doing like crown molding, how about wainscoting? Right? It's like the icing on the cake. Wainscoting. Pretty easy to do. It comes in panels, or you can build it. And you don't need mad carpentry skills to do it. Now, I have the greatest carpenters in the world to do that kind of stuff. They're not cheap, but they're good. So the key is getting wainscoting done and making sure the moldings and everything work with it. So it's kind of an interesting way to go. But again, it's this winter. What are you going to do this winter? Just chill out, hang out? Come on now. Make it worth your while. Upgrade your house. 248-539-9797. It's Shout Out Saturday. You got a question Google can't answer? You got a home improvement list that you need to get done? You got any questions for me? Let me know. I'd be more than happy to give you some answers today. So is it a good time? Is this a good time to do exterior renovation? Do you want to do a roof for this time of year? Like it just snowed. Let's say Monday. What's today? Saturday. Oh, I'm here on the radio. It's always Saturday. Here's my question. Do you want to do a roof? Let's say the roofers call you Monday. They're like, yeah, we're going to do a roof Monday. Can you do a roof in the snow? There are contractors saying, I'll never do a roof in the snow. That's stupid. That's not right. Well, here's what I'm going to tell you, friends. If your roof's not leaking right now and you don't have an immediate need to put a roof on, what is the risk of doing it now? Is there a risk of doing it now? Or can you wait? Now, if the snow made your roof collapse or something happened, you need the roof fix it now, immediately. But if you had signed up with a roofer and then you're like, yeah, we're going to come do it Monday, it might be worth it for you to ask the roofer, hey, what's the risks of doing it now? And are you going to take special precautions because of that? We're going to talk about more about that when we come back. My name's Adam Helfman, and this is the 2021 Hire It Done Radio Network.
Your house brought you together. Like, really together. And although together is great, together with more space is better. With Rocket Mortgage, you get personalized loan options, closing costs, and tax estimates all in real time. So when you need to know what it takes for a home to fit your budget and your family, Rocket can. Rocket.
Hi, I'm Adam Helfman, home improvement expert from Hire It Done. I always hear from homeowners who like to tackle projects around the house themselves. That's why we've put together this Do-It-Yourself series to help you next time you're ready to embrace your inner weekend warrior. Hope you enjoy the video. Hey everyone, it's Adam Helfman from Hire It Done. Today we're going to learn how to locate your hose bib that goes to the outside and how to turn it off for the winter. So the first thing you want to do to locate your hose bib shutoff is to go outside and identify where your hose bib is. Then come into your basement or your crawl space and go to the same location from the inside of your house to where it is. Usually there's plumbing supply lines to that area, and that's where you'll find the shutoff valve. So now that we've identified the shutoff valve for the outside hose bib, what you want to do is you want to turn it clockwise. And when you turn it clockwise, that'll turn the valve completely off. So the reason why you want to turn the water off to your spigot is because in the wintertime, the water will freeze on the outside of the wall, and if it does, the plumbing will crack and the water will be coming back into your crawl space or your basement. Thanks for watching the video. If you liked it, go ahead and click the like button. If you didn't like it, or if you think you know a better way to tackle a project, then please leave a comment for me below. And if you want more great home improvement content like this, go ahead and subscribe. As always, I'm Adam Helfman with Hire It Done, and I'll see you in the next video.
Welcome back. This is Hire It Done. My name's Adam Helfman. You're listening to the Hire It Done Radio Network. 2021, baby. I feel like that running back from, was it Ohio State or Alabama? The guy from Alabama. Whatever, hurdling. He hurdled over the other player, right? That's the word. That was a cool play. Anyways, for all you out there, this is Hire It Done. My name's Adam Helfman. I am a home improvement expert. And for 2021, I plan on dominating. We have a lot of growth plans. I put together a rock solid plan. No pandemic. Nothing can stop what is coming. How about that? Are you with me, friends? Nothing can stop what's coming. Hire It Done 2021. So it's carbon monoxide season, right? Everyone's got portable heaters. You got this. You got a burning fireplace in your house. You got a house full of guests. The oven, stove are working. Water heater, struggling to keep up with demand. You got your fireplace burning. Furnace is fighting the cold air. You got a lot going on around your house. It's the perfect setting for carbon monoxide to be built up around your house. So if you don't already have a UL listed carbon monoxide detector, you need to get one. And what I always tell people is they make smoke detectors with a built-in carbon monoxide detector or vice versa, a combo unit. And it's probably what I want to tell you is better safe than sorry. So you got to be smart about it. Your carbon monoxide alarm is important. The question is where do you put it? Do you put it downstairs in the basement next to your furnace? No, because when your furnace is blowing air and there's carbon monoxide, it's going to blow it through the house. So you want to put it in the hallways, by the bedrooms, in areas where you're living, because that's where you're breathing air. So first of all, the carbon monoxide detector should be in the hallways, should be outside the bedroom, should be around that. My other thing is get a 10-year battery. A 10-year battery is not anything special. It's a lithium-ion battery. They make 9-volt batteries that are lithium-ion. And that'll last 10 years. That way you don't have to worry about it. It's like a set it and forget it. I know I say that a lot, but people don't listen. 248-539-9797. Hey, Adam, I just recently bought a home with a fireplace. Never had one before. What kind of upkeep should I expect with this? My man, good question. So, a couple things, first of all. If you have a question today, you can text me, 248-539-9797. If you have a question or you're a contractor, you're an essential service, let me know. You're listening. I'll give you the shout out. A fireplace is easy. Now, it depends if you have is it a wood burning fireplace or a gas burning fireplace? Let's go with wood burning. Wood burning is easy. You put your wood in it. You got to put dry wood, not wet wood, because it'll start to smolder. It's not good. So the wood should be seasoned, we'll call it. And then when you're burning wood, over time you'll have what they call a creosote buildup. Creosote is the aftermath. It's like the ashes. There are creosote removers, or you could just call it chimney sweep, right? Dr. Sweep is the guy who I would call, and they'll clean it out. And then you just got to make sure your chimney flue is open and closed, works well. It's an easy device. So that's number one. Or if it's a gas fireplace, then you have to get a special guy for gas, which is easy. You can go to Brewers and places like that. So anyways, home heating pad. Here's the other thing. Little winter hacks around your house that we've been talking about. Little things you can do. Here's one of them. How about a home heating pad? We had the carbon monoxide detector. What's a home heating pad? Well, how about this? Next time you have a sore back or a neck or your knee or whatever, you don't want to plug in an electric blanket. Here's one. Fill a sock with uncooked rice. Tie the end of the sock, and so you have the sock full of rice. Microwave it for 2 or 3 minutes. Whoa, what's going to happen there? You're going to cook rice in a sock? You're going to have sock rice cheese? No, what you're going to have is a sock that's like a heating pad. The rice retains heat, and the sock will, kind of like shape itself to wherever you put it. Kind of cool. Kind of a little bit of hack. Now, here's another one. Add a little cinnamon to the rice or lavender. What happens then? Ooh, a good scented heating pad. Now, what about snow shovel? Did you ever hear the hack about putting car wax on a snow shovel? Someone just texted me that. Yeah, I have actually. But what it is heavy snow sticks to your shovel. That happens. You shake it off, but you can put turtle wax on it, and guess what? It works. It's pretty simple. So anyways, that's what we do now. Now, what about salt dispenser? Now they make the salt, you can buy spreadable salt to melt the ice, and it comes in a handheld thing. But if you have the big 40, 50-pound bags and you want to be able to spread it, most people take a cup. Here's what I've done, seen people do, is you take like Folgers, the coffee can. Now they have the coffee in the plastic, right? Folgers. Drill some holes with your little drill in the top of it. And instead of lugging a big heavy bag, you can spray it. You can spread it with a little coffee container. It's kind of cool. I know. It's one of those things. Anyways, friends, there's a lot of things you can do that are cool. We're going to have, and that's the other thing, hireitdone.com. We're going to have all kinds of new content on the website. Little things like wet boot storage. What the heck is wet boot storage? A little place for you to do a little home project where when you come in with dirty boots, instead of just a little floor mat, you have a little storage area that the boots sit on, and it's cool looking. That's what we have. We have lots like that for you. But hey, you know how that goes. So what else is going on? Do you know? Does anyone else know? I have lots to talk about today, but hey, you know how that goes. People are like, Adam, this or that, but whatever. So do you have home improvement plans for 2020? Do you have something that you want to talk about? Well, I've had a lot of people ask me about mold. And what do you do when you have mold? That's the question. What does mold do? Is it ruin your life? Not ruin your life? Is it cool? Not cool? That's the question you need to answer. So let me give you some tips on how to remove mold and mildew. So first thing you need to do is you got to check for plumbing leaks, right? And if you see mold near water pipes, waste lines, ice maker lines, or plumbing fixtures, chances are the mold is feeding off of a nearby leak, right? So what does that mean, a leak? Mold grows with water and food. That's what it needs. So the water is from the leak, obviously. The food is on the drywall, any kind of substrate. But once you find a leak, you got to fix it. But how do you get rid of the mold and mildew? Well, don't ignore it. That's one thing you don't want to do. So the question is what do you do then? Well, again, mold is a sign, an early sign of a moisture problem inside your wall somewhere, right? And then it gets becoming real expensive if there's a problem. That's a problem. So what do you do then? Well, you got to, again, look for leaks. Now, if you have outside leaks, what do you do then? If mold is growing on an exterior wall or a ceiling, first look for a leak in the wall or roof and test for mold. Because you can sometimes test for it and you don't know, right? Measure from the moldy area to a reference point like a door, and then find the spot on the other side of the wall or closely inspect it. That's the thing. A lot of times if you have a leak in a wall, it's probably a roof leak. It could be a lot of things, but you need to know where there's any water areas close by. That's one of those situations where you might want to call a pro. I'm not sure. But that's how that would work. Now, what about ductwork? Mold forms on your ceiling or under a duct or a register. There's no sign of a roof leak. Maybe badly insulated ductwork may be the cause. You know, what happens is you got to be careful because it condenses, just like in your bathroom when you have an exhaust fan. So you need to find out where that is. Anyways, mold is everywhere. It's not a bad word. We live with it. Now, are there antimicrobials that you can use? Yeah. If you want to just buy a spray for mold removal, there's one product that I like, okay, that I've used in the past, and I've had really good success with it. And that's called Concrobium. Concrobium Mold Control. We've been using it for years. Their product has grown and exploded over the years. So my whole point is you might want to try Concrobium. You can get it at all the big box stores as well. All right, listen, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, I got biggest bang for your buck home improvement projects coming up next. I'm Adam Helfman. You're listening to the Hire It Done Radio Network.
Your house brought you together. Like, really together. And although together is great, together with more space is better. With Rocket Mortgage, you get personalized loan options, closing costs, and tax estimates, all in real time. So when you need to know what it takes for a home to fit your budget and your family, Rocket can. Rocket.
Expert keyboard gangster that like to give me the answer. We love that. So I want to get into something I think is really interesting. Whether you want to do it yourself or hire it done, fall is the perfect time to handle or tackle home improvement for all around your house. There's a ton of projects you can do that allow you to utilize this time of year, right? And we looked at the data from hiredone.com on the most popular requests in the fall. And I went ahead and ranked these projects, separated them in categories. So this week, I'm going to talk about the 5 most popular indoor projects. Indoor, key word, indoor. And why they're popular, whether or not you should consider them, and if there are any projects in the top 5 that I don't think should be there. And, of course, you have a question, text me, 97136. Watch us on Facebook Live if you want. Good morning to Kimber CC. She's watching, listening, tuning in. So here's the first one in the fall. This is like obvious, right? Furnace replacement. Yeah, you're going to turn your furnace on for the first time in this fall. And guess what? Kaboom! It doesn't work. It's leaking. It's making noises. It's full of schmutz and skuts. What are you going to do? Call a furnace guy. You see him advertising everywhere. $99 furnace, $99 a month, $79 a month, new furnace, free air conditioner, blah, 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 blah. Here's the deal. First thing I want you to do is get your furnace tuned up. In a tune-up, make sure you change the filter, okay? It's important, my friends, because if it's not maintained properly, it's not going to work properly. We happen to have a special right now, a $99 furnace tune-up at Hire It Done. Usually it's $129 or $149. Air Temp Mechanical's doing it. Running Right Mechanical's doing it. Let's roll. Come on now, let's roll, my friends. $99. If you have a high-efficiency furnace and your furnace filter is not clean, guess what happens? The high-efficiency furnace turns into low-efficiency. You know, I'm not going to give you exactly your 96% or now is now 50% efficient, but a plugged filter ruins it. It's so simple to replace it. Clean the burners. Have a professional take care of it. What's wrong with you? It's a moving part. There's air motors, blower motors. There's all kinds of stuff. Get it done, okay? Please. And the best time to buy a furnace is all year round, but right now there's incentives. There's great deals. Yeah, there's great financing. Sometimes the financing pays for itself because your energy bill goes down and the savings of the lower cost pays for the payment. It's that simple. Can't get it any simpler than that. Shout out to Greg Grapsitis. What up, Greg? The landscaper, one of Hire It Done's guys. An amazing guy, by the way. All right, here's another Hire It Done project for the fall. Painting. Yeah, we're not talking outside painting, although we're rushing right now to paint, get the outside staining and painting done. But fall's a great time to paint because it's not too hot and not too cold. But that's not the reason why we get so many painting requests this time of year. This is the time of year when homeowners realize, I need to paint the kitchen or the bathroom or the laundry room or the dining room because I got guests coming over for the holidays. Right? Nobody wants their mother-in-law to come over and see their ugly green guest room. That's why painting's a must for homeowners in the fall. And painting's like the #1 do-it-yourself project. I can't do it myself. From the neck down, my friends, from the neck down, what am I? Text me 97136 if you know the answer to that. Adam Helfman says from the neck down, he's what? 97136, text me. Don't be vulgar, okay? I want to know, because I always say I want to hear who listens. Anyways, how about carpet cleaning? Carpet cleaning is a huge, huge home improvement done in the fall. Cleaning is always on homeowners' mind, any kind of cleaning. Well, it makes perfect sense because professional carpet cleaning is in the top 5 requests. And if you love carpet as much as I do, I'm a carpet guy. I like shag. I like walking around barefoot in carpet. I don't like hardwood floors or any of that. Yeah, they're nice, but I'd rather be on a carpeted floor. Anyways, we have a great carpet deal. That's another reason why. We have some great carpeting. 90, what is it? 3 rooms for $89? It's really good. Think about that, friends. Night Owl Express, one of our carpet guys. They're amazing. Legitimate, the owner, Greg, honest. Every homeowner that we've used and had them go to brags about them. So if you want it done right, there's a great deal right now. Just go to Hire It Done. We'll get the carpet cleaning to you. Now, here's one that people don't think of, but it's really a popular one. Duct cleaning. I'll be honest, I was a little surprised to see duct cleaning in the top 5, but then I thought about it, and this is the time of year where windows are getting closed, people are starting to notice their allergies, indoor air quality, and duct cleaning is something that I advocate and think is a great idea, especially if you aren't sure if your house has ever had it done. Get it done once. Minimum wage. That's the answer. Thank you. Not wimp. That's a funny one. There's some good ones that came through, by the way. But duct cleaning. And then dryer vent cleaning. It's another one. Dryer vent cleaning. That's part of duct cleaning. We have Jeremy Marquardt from Santa Clean. Does a good job. Get your air duct cleaned once every 2-3 years. That's it. Did you know the average house has 25 pounds of dust in the ductwork? Think about that's a big bag of schmutz. Okay? That's some crazy schmutz and skuts. I don't want any of that. No. Stay away. Unskilled and incompetent. That's a good one. I love all the people from the 586 area code. They're like, yeah, the East Siders are the best. Literally. When I was a contractor, I used to make sure I got East Side guys because I knew they weren't as smart. I knew they weren't as good. No, I'm kidding. It don't matter, area code. That's how bad thinking goes. Anyways, dryer vent cleaning is also part of duct cleaning. But did you know there's chimney fire or dryer vent fires all the time and it burns houses down? And by the way, you got to be really careful. You know all that lint? You pull the lint cleaner out, it still gets through and it still plugs. Think about that. You need to clean that. And when the duct cleaning guys come, they throw in the lint, they throw in the dryer vent cleaning. It's pretty simple. Not difficult to deal with, that I can tell you. So, I don't want you to have a problem. But if you have a question, text me 97136 at the listener line. You can also go on hireitdone.com or go to Facebook Live and watch us. You can see what we're talking about today. So what is your home improvement list? What do you want to do in the fall? Do you want to do a new roof? Do you want to waterproof your basement? Maybe finish your basement. Finish Basements Plus is Contractor of the Year. They're a hired done contractor. I'm proud of them. They earned it. They're the real deal. They're not expensive, but they're not cheap. Can you be not expensive and not cheap at the same time? I'm going to tell you how when we come back. I'm Adam Helfman. You're listening to the Hired Done Radio Network. Good morning, good morning, good morning. This is Hired Done 2021. My name's Adam Helfman. What a great day. Literally is. Shout out to Lawrence Levy Tax Law, listening this morning. One of my best friends. Got a question this morning, 248-539-9797. Of course, if Google can't answer it, I can. That's my MO this year. We got a lot going on for 2021, lots of changes. Domination in the hire it done field, home improvement. We got a lot to grow. We got big plans. And that's how we're going to roll today. So what do you got going on your home improvement list? Anything going on? Well, I have a lot going on. I've got Sarah Sells, who's coming on the show right now. Sarah is my rock star real estate agent and home improvement aficionado. And she is joining the program right now to give us all kinds of home improvement related tips with real estate mixed in. Good morning, Sarah. Yeah, Happy New Year to you too. How's it going? So let me ask you, Sarah. Yeah, 2020 was a year. It's a kind of like Flight Club. You see that meme where it said the rules for 2021 is you're not allowed to mention 2020. So I promise you, it's the last time we're going to mention it. How was 2020 for you? Well, that's why I wanted to. So even though it was a pandemic, even though everyone was locked in their house, you had your best year ever. What do you attribute that to?
Or Adam, it's a seller's market. It's lower inventory. We have more buyers out there because the interest rates are so low. So houses are going at a rapid pace. They're gone in 24 hours with multiple offers.
Okay, so it comes down to lack of inventory. So supply and demand, basic economics. That's what we'll call it.
Absolutely.
Okay,
Absolutely.
so with that being said, homeowners are, and that's, by the way, that is feeding the home improvement boom. Because when someone goes out to find a house and they're like, you know what? We can't find a house. I want a house with a first floor master bedroom in Birmingham, and I want it now. Guess what? You can't find one.
Yeah, good luck.
Okay, so what do? You buy a house and you build an addition with a master suite on the first floor, right?
Absolutely.
So that's the thing. Or people are like, you know what? I am going to build an addition on my house that I currently live in. Even though I hate walking upstairs to my master bedroom, I'm going to build an addition off the back, and I'm going to build my master suite. Is that a good thing, Sarah? Is that a good home improvement?
Absolutely. So whenever we talk about adding bedrooms, improving your kitchen, your bathroom, extra square footage, it's always a good thing, especially if you love where you live and you don't want to move. However, we don't want you to be the largest, most expensive home on the block. If you want to add 1,000 square feet to your house, that's great, but just make sure that it's going to end up comping out when you go to sell the house. I mean, if it's your forever home, it's a moot point.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah, no, I understand. That's important. So, Sarah, it's January, right? People are, it's like hibernation, right? Eventually, in the next 3 weeks, 4 weeks, people are going to get yellow fever, is what I call it. And that means they have, when I was little, people used to say, you have ants in your pants. So I have ants in my pants. So I'm going to get all feisty and I want to get out of the house and I want to start doing stuff. Is now the time to start looking for houses? Is now the time to list a house or start thinking about it? Because I tell people, if you're planning a home improvement in the spring, if you're not planning now, forget it. You're going to have it in the fall.
Yeah, no, absolutely agree with you. You know what? Right now is the best time to sell your house. The reason why is because inventory is so low. It used to kind of be a saying here in Michigan that real estate here is seasonal based upon the colder, rainy, snowy, icy weather, but that's not the case. We have very low inventory, so we need more homes. So yes, let's put your house on the market now. Don't wait till the spring because you have so many serious buyers that are looking to purchase right now.
Makes perfect sense. So when you say there's a shortage of inventory, that's a benefit to the seller. So I want to sell my house, shortage of inventory. That means I should be able to get more money because there's more buyers than inventory, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And then also, it's really kind of interesting because it's kind of a dual market right now. Interest rates are so low. We're seeing buyers who weren't thinking about moving 5 years ago. They're now like, I'm not going to wait 5 years. Interest rates are so low. I want to buy now. So that's an also interesting twist as to why we have so many buyers right now too.
Okay, so low rates is fueling that. Okay, so you're confident that 2021 is going to be a busy year for you. Is that right? Yes or no?
100%.
All right, I love that.
Doubt.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, Sarah, I want to talk about, people who you go into a house, you're going to listen and you got clutter. So we're going to take a quick break. I want to get some of your tips for clutter. My name's Adam Helfman. You're listening to the Hire It Done Radio Network.
When it comes to buying a home, they say cash is king. But you're a queen, and that's just as powerful. You're armed with a verified approval from Rocket Mortgage. Sellers know your offer is good, so your bid has the strength to compete with cash offers. Now grab your crown and rule. That castle is yours. So when you need an edge in the bidding war, Rocket can.
What you don't know can hurt you. HireItDone.com.
Hi, it's Adam Helfman from Hire It Done. It's really cold outside. You're in the house. You got a little bit of stir crazy going on. Well, I'm going to give you 5 projects that anyone can do this winter. Whether you decide to do it yourself or hire it done, painting your interior walls is a great project to get out of the way in the cold winter months. The ideal temperature for paint to dry is between 50 and 85 degrees. So winter is arguably better to paint in because you don't have to worry about running the air conditioning because you just painted. A change of colors on the walls can also help if you're starting to feel a case of the old cabin fever setting in. There's no time like the winter to get warmer floors. New carpet is an upgrade the whole family can appreciate. But you'll have to be careful because some new carpeting will give off VOCs, or what we call volatile organic compounds. So here's a tip. If you don't want to have to crack your windows open in the cold, ask your carpet installer to air out the carpeting for 3 to 5 days before they install it. Whether it's new grout, an updated sink faucet, or a full bathroom renovation, winter is the right time for working on your bathroom. The bathroom is an enclosed interior space, and you use it every day. That means you're going to appreciate it all year long. There's no time better than the winter for a brand new steam shower or a heated toilet seat. A lot of homeowners love running space heaters in the cold winter months, and I'm one of them. But space heaters utilize a lot of power and are a fire hazard if they're not placed properly or plugged into an outlet that isn't on a designated circuit. And speaking of outlets, winter is a great time to upgrade to built-in plugs with USB ports. Perfect for sitting under blankets and reading or binge watching your favorite shows. Insulation isn't a sexy home improvement, but it can lead to big savings in energy costs and a big improvement in your home's comfort level, especially in the cold winter months. One of the biggest problem areas for insulation is in your attic. Increasing insulation from R19 to R49 saves homeowners $600 a year on average. Another commonly overlooked area for insulation are the basement rim joists. That's the area between your basement wall and the first floor. You could potentially have almost as much heat loss there as in your attic and save almost as much by adding insulation. So we just gave you 5 really cool projects you can do around your house this winter, whether you want to save money or just update the look. This is what we're here to help you with. I want to thank you for watching, and if you want more information like that, just hit the subscribe button down below and you'll be notified when our new videos come out. I'm Adam Helfman from Hire It Done.
What you don't know can hurt you. HireItDone.com.
Welcome back. This is Hire It Done. My name's Adam Helfman. We're live 2021. We got Sarah Sells on the line. You there, Sarah?
I'm here. Good morning.
Welcome back. Welcome back. So, Sarah,
Thank you.
Sarah Sells, by the way, for everyone out there, is a real estate agent, superstar, all-star real estate agent, serving all of Southeast Michigan. Had her best year ever, and looking forward to 2021 kicking butt. So excited for that. So you go when you go through houses, Sarah, and people say, "Hey, we want to list our house," and I want to talk to you about the house that I showed you, or the condo I showed you in Birmingham this past couple of days. But before we get to that, you go to houses, people call you up all the time. I mean, I look at you and you're on the phone, like that's your office is your phone, like you're everywhere. Okay, I notice that you're communicating with homeowners no matter what. There's no 9 to 5 with you, right? It's whenever it is, it is. So I notice that, but homeowners call you up and they're like, "Yeah, I'm thinking about listing my house. I want to know if it's a good time." And your first thing is, "All right, I'm going to come see your house."
Yep, absolutely.
So when you see a house full of clutter, what do you do? What is the advice? How do you politely say to someone, "Listen, you're a hoarder. Your house is disgusting. It smells. It's this," or do you just say, "Oh, okay, here's how we're going to do it. To get your house in listing and selling condition, here's the list or the following items I'd like to have you do." Is that what you do? How do you do that?
So we definitely don't use the first 3 words. You're a hoarder. It's disgusting. It's gross. But
that's me. That's Adam. That's the Hire It Done words. You know, I'm directed to the point.
I've definitely been to those houses, Adam, and those words are in my head. But I say, okay, guys, like this is the game plan. I have to be totally transparent and honest with them because I can't sell their house if I walk into it and all I see is dust and garbage and the pictures from 1984 and the fake flowers and all of that all over every wall. It's going to be hard to sell. And first impression is everything. So I just tell them straight up, like there's an odor, you know, we need to declutter. Here's the list. This is what I can help you with. This is what we need to do. And we get it done.
So how important, and you know, this segment stems from you and I discussing, you know, the business, right? I'm trying to learn a little bit more about the real estate business just so, you know, because there's so much overlap with home improvement. But my question is, when you do that and you want to get rid of the clutter, there's some like areas, little local stores you can go to and organize homeowners that are inexpensive. So can we go through some of those little hacks and give some ideas for the listeners?
Yeah, for sure. So believe it or not, you guys might think this is crazy, but the dollar store is going to be your best friend for affordable hacks to declutter your house. I know it sounds crazy, but I'm telling you, there's some really great stuff there. Okay, so what's the number one, or not the number one, but give me one item that you see a lot when you walk in a house and you say, "Hey, go to the dollar store and buy this." What would you give advice to a homeowner? So I guess the easiest and the number one thing would be to get rid of all of the clutter on your counter, in your junk drawer. Simple, easy, clear plastic containers. You can see in them. They have a lid. You can label them. Get rid of all the crap that's laying on the counter in your junk drawer that's spilling out. And it's labeled, it's organized, and you know what you have. So, okay, so there you go. Yeah, so everyone has a junk drawer. It's always, there's like a purge, as you know. Yeah. So my junk drawer, I went through it the other day, and I started saying, do I want to use this again? Do I want to throw this out? Because I have like pens, ink, I got magic markers. I have so much schmutz and scuts in my junk drawer that I don't even know, you really should just throw it all out, right? I would. You know, I would say, have I used this purple highlighter from 12 years ago that's dried out? No. Right. So it's time to purge. So while you're doing the clutter and you get the clear plastic, like I call those, like the Rubbermaid containers. They have small ones. They have, you can buy the ones that for your meal prepping. You can use those, and it makes it cleans it up, especially if you're looking to sell your house. Now, what about so you get the clutter and the homeowner does that.
What about like areas of the house that are dark or need to be brightened up? What do you suggest for those type of areas?
So the first thing obvious that comes to mind, if it's a dark room, we're going to go with white paint. You know, we can brighten it up that way. But let's think like dark under storage, under sink storage areas or linen closets. Actually, the dollar store has these really awesome LED push lights. They look like little hockey pucks. They have self-adhesive on the back. Stick one of those puppies in your linen closet underneath the sink. You can see everything that you have down there. And then after you have it organized, you know, with a couple different things you can grab from the dollar store, it makes it so nice and bright. And you can see what you have going on down there.
We're talking with Sarah Sells. She's a real estate expert, giving us tips right now on how to declutter your house if you're about to list it, items that she sees from her experience. We just talked about getting clear plastic containers. Makes perfect sense. Where do you go? You go to like the dollar store, right?
Yeah, any dollar store. Really, any of your local dollar stores, for sure.
And then you got the LED push light. I like those. Those are kind of cool. I actually bought one. You won't believe this. I'm here for everyone out there. Besides knowing that I'm that guy who's just neurotic, I buy stuff off of Instagram, Facebook Marketplace, all these areas. Like when they scroll on your feed, there's some push light LED things that I just bought. I haven't got them yet. I'll give a result that are with a motion sensor built in. So I'm going to put, underneath my cabinets, and then because I pee at night 2 to 3 times, because I'm getting old, I want to do a light where I walk into the powder room or my bathroom, and the light goes on. Of course, my Kohler Numi does that as well. So, but I'm going to wait for those to come in.
Backing off of that, Adam, a really cool hack for anywhere that you don't have any hard wiring. I actually just installed some sconces in a bedroom where there was no hard wiring. Yeah. And I used the puck lights that are remote controlled. So I now just created this awesome space, you know, with cozier lighting with sconces that I needed no hard wiring for because it's just puck lighting with remote control. So it's an awesome hack for anyone who wants to do that in a hallway, over a picture, in a room, and you don't have to hardwire. It's killer.
Well, that's kind of interesting. So, what else? Do you have any other favorite products from the dollar store?
I do. So, if you have, you know, the homeschool thing going on, the office, you created an office in your dining room, space like that. If you go in there, dollar stores now carry higher quality wire baskets. So to create like a new organized space, you can get these wire organized baskets and adhere them to the wall with a adhesive little command strip. You can adhere it there, put stuff, create a little space on your wall, and it's off your desk, it's out of the drawer, and it's organized and clean. Perfect. And it looks great.
That's perfect. All right, Sarah, we're going to put you on hold really quick. We're going to take another break. When we come back, we're going to talk about more affordable hacks, decluttering your home, and other deal breakers for Hire It Done. My name's Adam Helfman. Keep it locked in. We'll be right back.
When it comes to buying a home, they say cash is king. But you're a queen, and that's just as powerful. You're armed with a verified approval from Rocket Mortgage. Sellers know your offer is good, so your bid has the strength to compete with cash offers. Now grab your crown and rule. That castle is yours. So when you need an edge in the bidding war, Rocket can.
What you don't know can hurt you. HireItDone.com.
Hi, I'm Adam Helfman, home improvement expert from Hire It Done. I always hear from homeowners who like to tackle projects around the house themselves. That's why we've put together this do-it-yourself series to help you next time you're ready to embrace your inner weekend warrior. Hope you enjoy the video.
Hi, my name's Jeff Schleining. I'm with EverDry Waterproofing. And what we're here to do today is to take a look at a basement and help you understand some of the things that you can look for in your own home to tell if you maybe have a moisture basement problem. One of the things that we do look for are cracks in the foundation. As you can see, this is a poured wall foundation. And what we have here is a vertical crack that goes from the top of the wall all the way down to the floor. What we like to do is look for what we call the signs of moisture. Now, I don't know if you can see it, but I can see stains coming out of the crack that indicate that there's been water leaking from this crack. Now, some people think cracking is normal. You know, a foundation person pretty much thinks there's nothing normal about it. Okay, like for instance, you can just, I shouldn't be able to stick something into a crack and have it stay there. That's not good. Okay, now, is this house falling down? Absolutely not. Okay, you know, a lot of different things cause cracks like this. Could be construction, it could be pressure from the outside, pushing on the wall. There's a lot of different causes. But what we do know is once that you have a crack in the wall, they can continue to get larger, water can come in, you can get bugs through them, and more importantly than that, you know, that's where the moisture starts to come in that can lead to things like mold, mildew, dry rot, rust, and things along those lines. What I have here is just a standard moisture meter. What it does for us is helps us find areas of excessive moisture. Okay, so if I stick this to the wall, of course we're going to find moisture. That's not a problem. Okay, it's just when it's really excessive. All right, so right here, it's reading between 50 and 70% moisture. As I get higher on the wall, it's much lower. But once I get below the soil or ground level where there's earth pressing on the wall, it starts to pick up moisture levels. We can also use a tool like this on the floor, and it has different modes, and we can test wood for moisture as well. Well, the 50% that I did pick up, you know, is not alarming to me. However,
Welcome back. This is Hire It Done. My name's Adam Helfman. We've got Sarah Sells on the line. Welcome back, Sarah.
Thank you for having me.
So we were talking about decluttering, purging stuff around your house. When, you know, so everyone out there listening, Sarah is a real estate agent, and she goes into houses that people are looking to obviously sell, but also gives advice to them. I'm like, hey, listen, your house isn't ready to list. Give me an idea, Sarah, or an example of when a house isn't ready when you go in there. Is it odors? Is it dirt? What are the things that like stick right out that you're like, oh, no, you got to clean this first? What is it?
Yeah, so number one is clutter. Number two is odor. And number three, I mean, I've walked into a lot of houses where they've started projects and the projects aren't finished.
Okay.
So if you want to sell your house, we're going to need to finish the bathroom project that's half done. You know, just pretty basic stuff.
Okay, and that's what I was, you know, and I wasn't sure. So is there anything like, should somebody say to you, listen, I got to sell my house, but I don't want to fix anything. I want to just sell it as is. Would you take that, or would you invest some money and say to them, look, I need to get a cleaning crew. I need to get a painter in here. I need to get a carpet cleaner, like a couple things. And what if they just don't have the money? What do you do?
So there's always that situation where it's like, I need to sell it now. I'm selling it as is. And we can definitely do that for sure. My goal is to get you the most I possibly can. So we want to implement things, whether it's finishing the project, painting, cleaning crew, any of that. And there's ways that we can work stuff out and we can make that happen on a budget, for sure.
Okay, well, there you go. That makes sense. 248-539-9797. You got a question for Sarah or a question Google can't answer, you can always text us. If you want to watch us on Facebook Live, you can see me, but not Sarah yet. Yet, keyword. And we got to get you in the studio, actually.
I know. I'm so excited. I can't get in the studio.
We're going to get that. Shout out to Justin Moss and Jackson Moss. They're listening to the show from Advanced Plumbing. They're cool. So, Sarah, let me ask you a question. I took you to see one of the I took you to see one of the condos that I'm overseeing the renovation of. You know, I talk on the radio on the weekend. Sometimes I mention that I oversee some renovation projects for people. And the reason why, for everyone out there, why I still do that, I'm not competing with anyone, but I obviously do renovations and I hire it done contractors. But I do that for my own educational purposes and keeping my finger on the pulse of the renovation business, the latest, the greatest, the best paints, the best flooring, the best audio, video, whatever it is. So I took you to see a project in Birmingham that would you say it's about 98% complete?
Yeah, I would say so. Definitely.
So Sarah, what were your thoughts of that project?
One, what a great renovation. I mean, you really took that space and updated it, made it younger, fresher, newer, really capitalizing on the square footage, the ceiling height, natural light. Windows are huge and super important. Super impressed, Adam, with the quality and the craftsmanship on how it's turning out.
Well, I appreciate that. So for everyone out there, we took a condo in Birmingham. We paid over 7 figures for the condo. And we put several $100,000 into it. And it literally, for everyone out there, it's amazing. Like I'm like, wow, this
Incredible.
is great. So I just, I wanted to bring a real estate agent through just to say, hey, what are your thoughts? And Sarah, you keep your finger on the pulse of pricing. And you said, it's a seller's market and there's a shortage of properties. This is a condo, but it's big. It's like 3,000 feet. It has a garage, underground garage. It has an elevator, and it has its own. Entrance. Yeah, on the outside, and a little patio in the back. So my question to you, Sarah, is how easy would you be able to sell that condo? And I want to flip it and make a profit. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, so one, we know it's a seller's market, and there's not a whole lot of condos that are specifically like that one. And you really redesigned it to tailor to what people are looking for right now. Higher end craftsmanship is super important because so many people are staying home. You want your home to feel like an oasis where you want to stay. So doing all those high-end things that make you happy, whether it's the tile, the walk-in closet with extra organization, whatever it might be, it's really going to pay off when you go to sell. And there's nothing like that on the market right now, specifically in Birmingham. So it would go very quickly, Adam.
Do you think I can make a lot of money on it?
I think I can make you a lot of money on it, yes.
Interesting how you said you could make me a lot of money on it. All right, well, we're going to have a meeting this week and see if we can't get that sucker. So start thinking. But I want over $2 million for it. So do you think the market in Birmingham can handle that?
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Absolutely.
Now I'm all excited. Well, that's good to know. So when a house is on the market, okay, and we're in a situation where we have low interest rates. We already talked about that. We have low interest rates, but we also have shortage of inventory, so the demand obviously is higher. But let's say a house has been on the market. Let's say it's on for 30 days, 45 days. What's the strategy with a real estate agent? Do you lower price? Do you take a look? And what are your advice to homeowners?
I say to them, let's sit down and have a meeting. Let's see what's going on here. let's look at the feedback that we're getting from other agents. Are they saying it's too outdated? Are they saying that it smells? Are they saying that it's overpriced? Is there other issues that they're seeing that maybe we didn't? And a lot of times, you know, I recommend, don't price your house over the highest comp or comparable home that's sold, because you're just setting yourself up for possibly sitting on the market. And we don't want days on the market. We want your house sold. All of my listings sell in 7 days or less. There's a lot of strategy behind it, and you have to make sure to be transparent and clear when you go to sell a house.
It's an interesting point you just made. So let me ask you a question. If, from an outsider like me, right, let's say I have a homeowner calls me, hey, Adam, I can't sell my house. Can you come over? I want to fix it up because it's been on the market 90 days, 60 days, 45 days, whatever. Is there a chance, and this is nothing against real estate agents at all, but is there a chance that whoever listed the house was not honest with the homeowner, says, oh, my God, to get the
100%.
listing, I'm going to get you $300,000 and every house in the street is $200,000.
Exactly. You just said it right there. You know, you can't have an agent that's going to come in and BS you, because it's never going to work. In order to hire an agent and have a successful relationship and transaction, you have to be open and 100% honest. You can't have a relationship based upon things that aren't real.
Okay. Well, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. There has to be trust and transparency, for sure.
Right. So that's the key.
Absolutely.
Okay. Well, I wasn't sure. What that meant, but that's the thing. What we wanted to know for homeowners. So, is that time to change the real estate agent, or is it time to?
Yeah. So
it is. Okay.
If your house is sitting on the market for 90 days in a seller's market, there's definitely something going on. I've ran into those listings. I've taken those listings. And it's a pretty quick fix. We come in and we take some new professional pictures. I don't do iPhone pictures. You know, we adjust the price. We sit down and have a real conversation at what we're looking at, where the market is, what the comparables are for your home, and we put it back on the market and we sell it in 7 days.
Okay, well, that's nothing wrong with that. So, if a homeowner wants to hire you, do you said you take professional photos, so you invest a little bit of money before you list the house, or is there like a budget you have for a homeowner when you list a house, or what? Take me through that process.
You know, Adam, so as a gift to my sellers, I work with a professional photographer, and I provide that for my clients. It's not something that I require that they dig into their pocket and they do themselves. So it's my gift to them. I just think, like you know, and like most people know out there, curb appeal, first impression is everything. So if I'm just going to walk into the door and take a picture with my iPhone, sure, it might be okay, but let's go a step above and let's make it great. Let's make it the best. So someone sees it and they're like, wow, look at that house. That looks amazing.
Well, that's definitely makes sense for me. All right, well, look it. We're going to take a quick break. Sarah, can you stay on a little bit longer?
Yeah, for sure. Let's do it.
So I want to talk about, when we come back, when we take a quick break, I want to talk about the forecast for 2021 and some tips for homeowners. My name's Adam Helfman. We got Sarah Sells on the other line. Keep it on hold. Keep it locked in. We'll be right back.
Your house brought you together. Like, really together. And although together is great, together with more space is better. With Rocket Mortgage, you get personalized loan options, closing costs, and tax estimates, all in real time. So when you need to know what it takes for a home to fit your budget and your family, Rocket can. Rocket.
Few things are guaranteed in home improvement, but clogged drains might be one of them. Nowadays, you can go online and you can find a million different tricks and hacks on how to fix a clogged drain. I asked Ron Alexander of Shelby Mechanical what he thinks about the do-it-yourself drain declogging methods. He said to me he would recommend staying away from any of those gimmicks. Vinegar, baking soda, or whatever else people talk about pouring down the drain. You're more than likely to just end up with a mess in the drain that's still clogged. I also don't recommend out-of-the-box chemical drain openers either. While those can be effective on some clogs, they can also damage your pipes and end up costing a lot of money in repairs down the road. But there are a handful of things you can try that are safe and do work before going through the trouble of having a plumber come out. The first method that Ron recommended was the good old-fashioned plunger and using hot water. Hot water can help break down the common clogging agents like grease and soap, and the plunger can sometimes push the clog through. According to Ron, it will depend on the type of clog and where the clog is and the shape of your drain as to whether or not plunging can effectively solve your problems. For a clog shower, Ron says the simplest answer might be the best. A lot of times with a shower, the problem is hair, and people don't realize that they could see the clog and maybe even just reach down and pull it out if they take off the drain cover. In the case of a clog that you can't quite reach, a coat hanger or a similar hook might help you remove the clog. If you're handy and you feel up to the task, you could always rent a plumber's snake at a big box store to deal with a particularly stubborn clog. Ron even has people call him on the phone for tips in the middle of working on their drain. People call me all the time and ask. I don't mind. If it's something simple I can recommend, I'll tell you. And if it's something I think we can come out and take a look at, I'll tell you that too. I always say there's nothing wrong with doing your due diligence and seeing if you can fix a problem yourself. But if you're getting nowhere, fighting a clogged drain all afternoon because you want to save a few dollars, ask yourself this. How much is your time worth? Because most homeowners, there's a point where the time is more valuable to them than what they would end up paying someone to fix it, and that's when it's time to make the call. For more plumbing tips, or if you're looking for a great plumber like Ron Alexander and his team at Shelby Mechanical, just head over to hireitdone.com. Welcome back. This is Hired Done. My name's Adam Helfman. 2021. What a great year we got coming up. Lots of changes coming up for Hired Done this year. New website in the works. Almost done. Sarah Sells is on the line. Welcome back, Sarah. Good morning. So, Sarah, we're talking about, obviously, real estate and home improvement, how it overlaps. And so what if a homeowner says to you, you know what, we don't want to sell our house anymore. We want to just renovate it now. You don't care about that, do you? You're like, okay, renovate it, right?
Yeah, so, absolutely. Do what's best for you. It's not what's best for me. It's what's best for them, whether they sell with me now or 10 years from now. It doesn't matter. It's all about the client.
So let me ask you, if someone says to you, I want to renovate my house. I mean, I want to list my house, excuse me. Mm-hmm. And you're like, okay. And then they say, well, I don't know if I'm going to sell. I might fix it up. Do you ever tell someone, listen, I'd love to list your house, but I think you should fix it up first? And then sell it? Say, hey, look, if you want to do your new kitchen, I can get you X amount more if you do the kitchen. But in the meantime, if it doesn't sell, you can still have a beautiful new kitchen.
Yeah, absolutely. There are those situations that do come up, Adam. It's just going to depend on where that client is at in their life. Are they looking to move? Do they have the budget to do that? What location they're in? You know, there's some, locations that are highly desirable and others where that may not make a difference. So it just depends on each situation, but we have definitely came across that.
Okay. And that's what I thought. So when should the alarm bells go off for homeowners when a house is listed? I mean, I always think that if, you know, someone listening to this like radio show right now says, oh my God, I'm going to hire Cyrus House. She said her average listing gets an offer within 7.5 days. So,
24 hours.
Oh,
normally.
How many?
24 hours is normally when the first offer comes in.
Boy. So let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Tell me, what happens when a homeowner, you know, you don't, again, I think knowing you, you're not going to lie to the homeowner and say, oh, Mrs. Jones, give me the listing. I'll have it sold by the end of the week. I don't think you say that, but what happens when 10 days goes by? What happens when there's, I just dropped
That's a great question because I do discuss this going into it. I say, you know, we go over the numbers, we go over the plan, and then I say, look, if we do not have an offer by 10 days, that's personally my magic number. We need to look at this and reevaluate where we're at. Whether that means a price reduction, whether it means we need to consider some feedback. I always use the 10-day as my magic number, just because my listings are normally gone in 24 hours or within the first 7 days.
So, okay, interesting. Because, you know, look, it wasn't always like that, Sarah. I don't know if you know, but like 10 years ago, a house on the market for 30 days was considered young.
Yeah.
Today, 30 days on the market considered what? It's been on there forever?
It's not considered forever, but it's not typical to have a house on the market for 30 days or longer in a seller's market where there's such high demand for inventory. Then we have to look at it and say, okay, what's going on here? Is it something with inspection? Is it something with the price? And we kind of need to reevaluate what's happening with that particular property.
Well, that's cool. So how long is, when you say we have to reevaluate, to me, I'm hearing as a consumer or just anyone who's, you know, halfway smart, I'm thinking, oh, no, that means price drop, lower the price. Is that typically what that means?
So I'm going to go in, like we talked about earlier, with the honest, true facts and be like, look, here's the data. Here's where we're at number-wise. I'm not going to give you the used car salesman speech. No offense to the car salesman. But I can't tell you that your house is going to sell for $100,000 more when the data and the facts to show it's not going to. You know, you can't over-improve and just say, well, I spent another $75,000 in renovations. I want another $75,000 out of my house. It just doesn't work like that. So I go in with the honest, true numbers, and it all works out in the end.
Okay, so let me ask you this. Homeowner, you list the house, and although this is, I guess, pre-COVID, open houses. Do you do virtual open house? How do you do an open house today, or do you not?
I don't do open houses, Adam. I've never had the need to do one.
Oh, there you go. So how do you give, like when someone, well, let me ask you this. Let's say someone calls you up and says, hi, I'm a real estate agent from your office. Hey, how you doing? Blah, 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 blah. Yep. I have a customer. I want to take the house through the house or a potential, you know, they go through the house. What is the next step after they've gone through if there's no offer? Do you ask for feedback? What's that gathering of information?
Yeah, so the way that everything works now is there's like a transaction desk that holds all of our showings, and there's an automatic kind of digital document that goes out to any agent that shows your property, asking for feedback, asking specific questions. So then we take that and we relay that to our seller. If I don't hear from an agent, you best believe that I'm reaching out to that agent saying, hey, you know, what's going on? Like, what did they think? Did they like it? Did they not like it? And why?
How often do you get where the agent says, man, there was a bad odor, or there was water in the basement, or the guy found a crack in the foundation, or there was a closet and you had stuff in the closet and he moved some of the stuff and there was a big water leak. People are hiding stuff. You know, do you ever have that?
You know, when I go into a house, we address all of these issues that may or may not come up when your house is put on the market. you can actually hire an inspector to go through to do a pre-listing inspection, so we can kind of check all those off, so these kind of things don't come up when we're showing the house. But if there is something that does come up, we go over it and we address it at that time.
Well, that sounds fun. It's a lot of work at all.
It's all part of it.
Okay, so what do you, if you had a choice for 2021 in the real estate business, what do you want to see more of? More houses, more sellers, more buyers? What are you looking for?
I would love to see more inventory, just so everybody can feel like they're getting a piece of the pie. I hate, the disappointment for my customers. I feel bad, when they don't get that house, when their offer doesn't get accepted, when that's their dream home, but it's gone. It would be wonderful if we could see a push of more listings actually this winter. Don't wait till spring, please.
So so if you want to list a house now's the time to act, right?
Yeah. Now would be wonderful.
Well, that's why I wasn't sure. So Sarah, how can someone get a hold of you?
SarahSellsMI@gmail.com. Cell phone is 810-887-8119. Sarah Sells MI on Insta and Facebook. Sarah R. Gruff CD.
Oh, you're everywhere. Okay, well, that's kind of cool. Okay, so it's easy. Now, if someone calls you, what do you offer someone if they're not sure? Like they say, okay, I live here. I'm not sure.
Yep.
I want to list my house. But can you tell me what your thoughts are? Can you give them an idea? Or does someone have to pay you to give them what the house should be selling for?
Nope. I come out. I meet with you for free. We do comparative market analysis. We go over every situation regarding buying, selling, listing, renting, whatever it is that you're looking for.
Oh, that sounds fun. All right. Well, that's cool. So you're optimistic. You're definitely bullish on real estate for 2021.
Yes, the median price point, Adam, went up 8% last year and is projected to go up higher actually this year. So this is going to be another incredible year coming up for real estate.
Well, I'm excited then too. I will definitely say that. Well, Sarah Sells, everybody, our real estate expert for Hire It Done. Thanks for coming on. First guest of 2021 and hopefully many more times. That's a great idea. I appreciate that. Sarah, you have an awesome weekend. I'm sure I'll chat with you this week, and we'll get talking to you again. Appreciate the call. So, friends, that was Sarah Sells, and Sarah is going to be our expert for that kind of stuff coming up, and I'm excited about it. So, think about your plans for 2021. Think about what you've got going on in your house. Do you want to hire a contractor? Are you worried? Do you need help? Do you even know where to go? Are all contractors bad, or are there a lot of good ones? Well, I think I have all the good ones, but, look, nobody's perfect, as we know. But for me, I want to give you information, guidance, and trust so that when you do renovate, it's hassle-free. And that's my goal. So hopefully you'll help me share in that goal, and I hope you keep listening to the show. So thank you. I'm grateful. I'm going to kick ass in 2021. That I can promise you. This show's dominating, and it's going to continue. And that's how we go, because we're relentless, and we're disciplined. My name's Adam Helfman. Thanks for tuning in, folks. I'll see you next week.